and then I just kind of other land-based learning ideas that I have. So if you're kind of out and about in these, all you can do with social distancing as well. So finding north scavenger hunt. So, you get a compass, or I mean, most of us have them on our phone. And you just kind of go for a walk, and then whoever you're with, you ask them to point their feet to which direction they think north is. I'm terrible at this. I never get it right. My dad, on the other hand, can know where north is at every second of every day, but I didn't get that gene, so I never know where north is. So that's kind of a fun way. And then, you walk a little bit, and you know how your path turns and winds and weaves, and then you try and find north again, and just kind of teaching, where the sun is and how you can find north. In this area, it's a good skill, right? So which directions you're going in. A sensory scavenger hunt, so getting people to find something that's soft and something that's prickly and something that's, smooth, or something that's large or small, or certain leaves. So you can kind of get them on a sensory scavenger hunt. And then a nature memory game. So you can collect, maybe like 2 rocks, 2 leaves, 2 flowers, 2 pieces of cedar, and then you put them under cups. And so you have to match the different pieces of the memory game, kind of like normal memory, but you're just using pieces from nature. The next one is building in Nookshucks. And I was kind of thinking about land-based learning, and I remembered back to, it was my first year teaching, and I was teaching in Winnipeg, and I don't know how we got it, but somebody in the classroom ended up having a whole bunch of rocks. So I built a Nookshucks with my 1, 2, 3 class, and it was really cool how, so each kid got a pile of rocks, and then they built their own Nookshuck, and we displayed them up in the library, and there was books that we related to it, and we read about it, and we learned about it. And so even as a family, just going out and building your own Nookshuck and putting it in a special place that's meaningful to you. Obviously the basics like journaling, what you see, smell, hear, touch in nature, because just being present and acknowledging all the different things that are out there. If you can sometimes just be silent and absorb what's happening. There are a lot of sounds, smells, things that you'll hear out there. Walks and meditation, obviously outside. And then my dad, I was talking to my dad last night, and he's like, remember when you boiled water in a paper bag? And I had an outdoor ed class in university, and my dad taught me how to boil water in a paper bag, and I ended up getting 100% in the class because the teacher was wicked impressed that I was able to do that. But
my eye was drawn right to that as well. And Jeff said, how do you boil water in a paper bag, Kim?
Okay, so you saturate the bag. So you start a fire and you get it going, and you saturate the bag, and then you move the coals and everything around, and your bag is saturated. You put it in the middle, and the fire is going on around it, and then the water in the bag will start to boil.
Okay, so you saturate the bag by soaking it in water for
you just get it wet so that it's all wet. You don't have to soak it for very long, and then you actually have water in the bag, right? So you would need some type of container to transport the water to the bag. So you get the bag all wet, and then you put it inside the fire pit, but the coals and everything are around it, so that basically you just are kind of heating it from the outside. And so you have water in the saturated paper bag, and it will start to boil. So that could be your challenge for the weekend.
Yeah.